I'm Alexandra Hilbron. We're here talking to Gene Simmons about his incredible vault experience.
Here's the shortcut, folks, because you gave me the life that I've got. Anyone who gets the vault, and there's only a few thousand that are going to be made, I will fly around the world and I will hand deliver this in your area to you, your sweaty paws. So if you live in Moncton or if you live in Regina, wherever you are, I will get on a plane at a convenient time and I'll hand deliver the vault to you. This costs $2,000, but there are no extra costs, and I just want you to know that my flights, the hotels, the security, the insurance, all that, that's my cost. So wherever you are, even if you're in Moncton, and I mean that in the very nicest way, I'll come to your general area. This has been a public service announcement. We're starting with anyone can get the vault. If you're a fan and you want that, only one way to get it, you go to genesimmonsvault.com. And then there are other experiences if you want, and it's not for everybody. Some fans who want to be in the studio with me to tell me how to reconfigure it or what's wrong with one song or re-edit, you can do that. That'll be $25K. So whoever wants to be in there, and your name appears on the inside, etched right into this vault. And then there's the Gene Simmons party. You want to have a party for yours truly will be there, 20 of your closest friends, whether it's at a club, get a rock band, we play together, you tell me, pet the dog, whatever you want, you can have that. But just go to genesimmonsvault.com and you'll get all the detail. Between now and January, whoever orders the vault is going to get the vault with me along with it. That starts now. By January, I start flying around the world hand delivering the vaults. Between now and January, between now and November, whoever wants to be part of the producer experience has to sign up now. We've already started doing them. And then after November at some date, we stop because you still have to manufacture them. And then the home experience, the party and all that, that can be at any time later on.
Now, you said you came up with this because you were a fan of the Beatles, and how difficult is it to get to meet somebody whom you're a fan of? Did you ever get to meet the Beatles?
Well, I have, but it's only because I do what I do and I am who I am and all that stuff. But when I was a kid, Elvis didn't come to my house and say, "Hey, Gene, check this out. Here's my new record, and thanks a lot for, making me Elvis." I mean, I'm not Elvis. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is I don't want somebody to go to a store and have it sitting there on a shelf and have some guy who doesn't have an emotional attachment to it. "Okay, kid, that'll be..." It's like, get out of here. And social media is so impersonal. You just get cloud and schmout and popcorn farts. It doesn't have emotion. I want art. I want something you can touch to put in, and a keepsake for life, not something that just like smoke disappears in the air. "Oh, it's in the cloud." Really? Where is it? So that ain't for me. It's like instant gratification and just stuff that you can't feel and see. Even this knife is more beautiful than anything on the cloud because look at the craftsmanship. And it's a keepsake and you hold on to it. That's what I want. And so that's the end of my spiel. Go to genesimmonsvault.com, and that's all you need to know. By the way, it's worth repeating. This is not for everybody, and there will only be a few thousand available. After that, we're stopping.
I think it's such an incredible thing that you're doing for your fans. You must love meeting people and meeting your fans because you're going to get to meet thousands of them, basically, correct?
Probably no more than 5,000 around the world. And to be quite honest, it's a bucket list for me because being on stage is one thing, but you're surrounded by security and that moat that prepares you from reaching out, and you're busy performing, so you don't really get a chance. See what we're doing now? How you doing? Feel you look okay, and what's happening? That kind of personal touch relationship, I want that for me. That's my bucket list. Because you exist doing what you do, and I exist doing what I do because they allow us to. And so I'm sure every once in a while you go up to somebody and say, "Hey, thanks a lot for letting me do what I do." I want to be able to do that. and not on stage, and not you're cool and you're this and you have a long tongue and my mom wants to know where you live. See what I did there? But it's my personal bucket list, and I wanted to. If you're going to throw a party, throw the largest one of all time. That's what I'm doing.
Can we take a look inside the vault and just have a look at what's in there? Because it looks amazing.
So what goes on is once you get the vault, you have, the metal wheels on the bottom. We'd pick it up, but it weighs 38 pounds. And once you open it, there's a light that goes on, and inside is the Gene Simmons action figure, and placed precariously is this 50,000 word book with hundreds of my private photos. And if you see that bottom thing, if you press that, and once you open it, inside that secret compartment is a personal gift from me to the fans. So it could be a pair of shades, it could be gloves, backstage passes, just something different. So different box sets will have different personal items from me for the fans. Likewise, the action figure. Clearly a very attractive man. The rattling dishes that you hear, by the way, we're going to put that in later. I don't think they're in now, but we're going to make sure the engineers put that sound layer over so you'll think we're in a restaurant and people are making noise in the background. But that's going to be done later. So it took forever to get this done right, and you got to thank the guy sitting over there praying to his crotch. And you can see the detail even on the boots on the bottom and the leather thing. I mean, when I've done lots of action figures, the Kiss stuff, nothing's touched this. This is as good as I've ever seen. And just the weight, the idea that you can put it down and it doesn't fall over. But what can I say? I'm a fan of me, so I think it's cool.
So you'll be meeting a lot of fans. Is there any one question that you get asked a lot?
Usually it has to do with my tongue. Will I stick it out? It's like girls who are in doubt. Everybody says, "Oh my God, look, that's all they talk about." So it's like my tongue is my male boob, if you will.
Is there any question people don't ask you and you'd like to be asked?
I'm blessed with the gift of gab. I'll talk to you ad infinitum, ad nauseum about existential philosophy, Kierkegaard, Nietzsche, whatever, or film noir or history or so. I used to be a sixth grade teacher, so I can bore you fast. So any question you ask me, you want to try? Go. Any area.
Well, you're right, reality show. Tell me what that was like, having so many cameras in your house all the time. Did you ever get any time where you had some privacy?
I think privacy is highly overrated, and I don't take vacations, and I'm not fond of Mother Nature. I don't want to be in the woods and count how many cricket noises I hear that prevent me from going to sleep. And finally, when those fuckers stop making noise, as soon as you close your eyes, the birds start chirping. So you'll never get a moment's rest out in nature. At home, you can just cut out all the sound, and if it rains, it's called the shower, and you can control it. Mother Nature doesn't care. Oh, it's raining. It's a little cool. Can I make the water a little warmer? No, you can't do that. So I like cities, and I like to be with people, and living on a mountaintop with nobody around is a nightmare for me. I forgot your question, but I do love the sound of my own voice.
Actually, I forget the question I was going to ask.
You forgot too. I win.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today about this. This is amazing, incredible. I think you're fantastic for doing this for your fans.
I appreciate it. And when I was a kid, I wish I would have had something like this to, for a Beatle or Elvis to show up and break that barrier, because, they were always kind of up here and you could never get close to them. And that's what I'm trying to change.